It is I, John _ Silva _ your favorite streamer. How you doing? Today, Damien asks, I want to ask how do I do this style of painting? How do I paint in a way that every light and shadow and stuff have their own form? I don't know. It looks to me like every part is on its own separate plane. Right. So we actually had another decodes that it's related to this. Anyone watching? It's hair decodes or stylized hair decodes. I actually don't remember what's the name of the actual video, but if you want some more information, I guess go there. If not, let's take a little section here. Let's take like that and zoom it up and do the decodes. So this image, I don't know the artist. Actually, I might have it on where was it? The link for the artist might actually be here, which is Kesu, the senior artist from oh shit, he actually has, okay, here, I got a better resolution, so let's go with this. Kesu, very nice, so let's go with that because this has a higher res. And do the decodes. Krog. Looks like a mobile game. All right, so the first thing you need to actually now, like, you're pretty much on the money, Damien, as far as planes go. So what you really want to look for is you want to simplify the form. So if something is round, I need a bigger contrast. So you want to decide which shape you want to outline and simplify. So the style of painting that you're seeing here is not much is going to be soft and round. Even the female character, it has some rounder shapes. Let me actually, she has some rounder shapes, but everything has an edge to it. So what you want to think of is, instead of a circle, all right, so we got a circle here, sort of ovalish shape. You want to divide, you want to, I guess in 3D, in a 3D way would be to lower down its subdivision. So what that really means is you're going from something that's soft and round, like this. I need to, let's do a wireframe here, for example. A quick wireframe, something that's soft and round, like so, to something that has, it's still following the same principle, but it's more angled, you know. So it has clear flat sides to it, right? Just gonna sort of like do that, for example. Okay, this looks horrible, but you get the point. Depending on what shape you're drawing, this looks absolutely terrible, but you get the point. It's something that has more edge. It has more edges to it. So in this case, you need to know what is the thing that you're painting, right? So in this case, the face. Let's do the face a little bit. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's do it. I'm just gonna do that for now. And now every part of the face is going to have that subdivision to it. And of course that comes with understanding form of whatever it is that you're painting. In this case would be obviously the face, but let's divide it into two first, because it's easier to manage. So you have the light side of the face, like so. And then the shadow side. Now from this point, you can subdivide it even further if you want to, or you want to separate the angles even more. But what you want to think about is what I showed you earlier on, which is you're thinking about the planes of the face, and you're whatever is round, you add edges to it, right? So this is like, for example, the eye is like, instead of the eye being a nice round shape, is being divided. It's like in 3D. Look up wireframes or low poly wireframes in 3D. You do a quick Google and you'll understand what I'm saying a bit more, right? So it's the difference between a round eye. Hello? Oh, I need to make a new layer. Round eye versus a eye that has edges to it, right? It's all about the shapes. So as long as you understand the surface of a face or whoever it is that you're painting, you can divide the light and shadow to your taste. Honestly, at this point, it's pretty much a your taste thing. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cover that and add more, well, light sources to it. You know, make it warmer. Like, so here's the forehead area, nose, lips, lower lips, chin. Actually, the chin should be more like the other light. Here, the lip too. And you keep doing that more and more and more, and then you start building. Your values to match the form and the lighting. Because oh, I always show this, but let me show it again. I always talk about the Asaro head, which is a 3D model. I hope my internet handles it. Okay. So looking at the Sketchfab model here, I can rotate it. This is a simplified version of the like a face construction of, you know, someone. And knowing how light affects each shape or each angle is going to be really helpful. So the general idea is that if a shape or a form turns away from the light, it gets darker. And the harder the curve, the harder the angle, so here, so the more sudden an angle turns, I'll zoom in real quick, right? So all of these angles turn, or pretty much everything is gonna turn relatively sharp. Every sharp angle should be clearly outlined, right? So in this case, a lot of it is going to be, because there's rarely, there is a little gradient, which I'll get to it in a second, but you just wanna make sure that everything is sort of outlined, you know? So let me zoom out again. So yeah, I'd say the Asaro head, I'll link it in the chat because I know you guys want it. There you go. So this is like mass versus form thing that they teach in foundational art classes. I have no idea. I'm not classically trained, so I have no idea. But I'd say mass / form are the same thing for me. Smile. All right, so let me continue a little bit more. So here's another. So every angle is going to have a different light and color to it, because it's either pointing towards the light source, which seems to be like a cold color, or pointing away. So if it's pointing away, it's going to get darker and warmer based on this light source that we have here. If it's pointing towards the light source, then it's going to get obviously brighter and colder, right? A colder version of the local color you got going on here, or he's getting here. So I'm actually just gonna, this is a little too bright, so I'm actually gonna warm it up a little bit more. Of course, I'm still simplifying it quite a bit, but I'll start making it a bit more complex from this point on. So let's get it, the nose. Right now I'll just dictate what I'll vocalize what I'm doing. So here's the top part of the eyelid as far as like construction goes. The inside of the the inside of the brow, I guess. And then you're gonna have I won't do the hair for the sake of keeping this video short. Let's make some of these shapes a little better. All right, so here, nose or nostril, side of the nose. Let's get some of that colder light. So let's go bright and a little cold, like that, a little colder, a little green. All right, there you go. That's close enough. Hey, what's up, sir? How are you doing? A little more green. Okay, I'm being a bit anal about the actual colors. All right, this is good enough. So here's like side of the face and bone. Right there. I'd say using hard edge brush or like a brush that it's not round will help you. So like a triangle brush, square brush would help you with this look more easily. So under the eye, here, side of the cheek, and now I start to make some of these other areas a bit cleaner, because I was a bit messy with the explanation, right? So there's that here. The corner of the nose. So you're gonna have a lot of light outlines on the edges, because the way form works is when there's a sudden turn, light really likes to, or the highlight likes to reflect in the corners of, or on the sharp corners of shapes. They just fucking love that shit, you know? So I'm gonna go around and look for that, like corner of the nose, like edges of some of these shapes here. I'm gonna bring back some of that sharpness there, and then also bring back some of that. I'm constantly changing a little bit the color of the light, just a little bit, to give like a hue variation. There's other videos on that if you wanna, other decodes on that if you wanna look it up. I'm not gonna do the bright side. Fuck it, I'll do the bright side. Whatever. There you go. All right, there's that. The inside of the nose. My brush is screwing up again. This is not a good moment. All right, so side of the face. And I'll just make it brighter. It's like a pale yellow. Bam, bam. I'm also, it looks like it's a combination of brushes, and I would say that getting used to using lasso tool would help you with this look really a lot, which I'm not doing now, but I'll do it in just a second. All right, so here's the lip. Of course, every angle is being considered based on the light source placement and the shape that you're painting. So I haven't really drawn his lips, so he looks kind of weird. Looks like he doesn't have lips. So there you go. And then add some of that light again where the lips are. That outline again, there's a sharp edge here. We add sort of like a lighter outline, as if it was a highlight, pretty much. So that here, here, here. All right. So you see where I'm going with this. Slowly but surely we're getting there. I'm just gonna do the rest of the year because it kind of looks weird that the head just finishes in there. But you'll see where it's going. Okay, so lower side of the chin is getting a lot of that light because of just the angle of it. The eye didn't get any love. Let's do just a little bit of the eye. Like so. Get some of that darker outline for the eyelashes. Now the way you do this, it's really like up to you. You could go directly like this. I don't know how the artist did it himself, but I didn't even add the eyebrows yet. So I'll probably add the eyebrows here. Of course, he has like orange kind of lighting to him in there. Here's the upper eyelid, and then the eyebrows are actually pretty important. My pen is giving up on me. I really need to figure out what is this pen pressure issue. It's like not giving me full pen pressure. So there's the eyebrow. Looks a little fucked, but it's fine. The blue. Okay, that looks not good at all. But you get the point, right? Smile. It's really hard to make like strong brush strokes right now because my pen just fucking died. All right, so let's just do that. And so even the eyebrows have an angle to it. All right, mine is a little too thick. Too thick. You know what I mean? Here, here. And then let's add a sharper. Okay, this is way better now. And now I'll do the same here, here. And now add just more forehead. And then you just keep going over and over and over. And he looks kind of weird that he doesn't have hair. So I would have to keep going and adding the rest. See, like I'm pressing as hard as I can and I don't have full pen pressure. But you get the point. You just keep going until, honestly, until whenever you want. But the main thing, again, to take away is you need to know the surface of the surface and the shape of that surface as much as you can, because then you can be like a lot more you can be a lot more accurate, you know. So this is actually like kind of short here, so I would just keep adding on the side. But my pen pressure is kind of annoying me right now, so we're gonna stop here. But you just continue that way. I just want to do a little painting, just showing what I explained moments ago. Oh, actually, there is a little gradient here before I go. There's a slight gradient on the light. I don't think not so much on the shadow for this guy, but the light effect. Oh god, this eye looks absolute atrocious. All right, just pretend it's good. Smile. All right, there you go. Anyways, so the light, actually, I'm gonna make a color dodge layer, and there's a little glow to this, which kind of like adds to the style. I went kind of hard on some areas here. Let's go sharp, softer. Yeah, adds a little bit to the style. And I think like on the side there was like, yeah, on the side of the back of the, on the back of the head right there, you'd have a little bit of a glow in there too. And then just, you know, you just have a little special effects like this glow, and you're good to go. So this has been another Silva Decodes, and I'll see you on the next one.